What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 25 of Level Up. I'm Zach Sharps, as always, and this is War of the Immortals, published by Perfect World Entertainment, or International, whatever the hell you want to call that company. And this is the closed beta first impressions look at the game. Now, I'll be spending about 15 minutes. I'm actually going to time myself this time. I actually have a clock to my right, so I could go check that to make sure this doesn't go over 30 minutes like a couple of my other first impressions have before. Now, War of the Immortals is the sequel to Battle of the Immortals, which was a over-the-top sort of Diablo-ish free-to-play MMORPG. Now, I kind of don't want to say Diablo-ish because it does have a lot of features that Diablo does not have, but for the most part, the game has stuff that looks exactly like Diablo, such as its graphic style, its over-the-top view. The things it doesn't have is the full action-oriented combat, where you actually have to aim stuff. But for the most part, War of the Immortals, just like Battle of the Immortals, is a pretty solid game. Now, a lot of people say that this game should have been an expansion pack, which I kind of agree with. But for the most part, I think when you're getting charged nothing to play a game, you shouldn't complain too much. Now, the other concern was the item mall. The item mall has a lot of pay-to-win items in it right now. But when Battle of the Immortals was in closed beta, they did not have anything like that in the item mall whatsoever, and they still kind of don't. I mean, there's a couple different things here and there, but just like I'll mention in one of my future episodes of Level Up Extra, pay to win's really the player's fault for not spending any money for a game that they play. I mean, as a developer, you got to make money somehow, and the only way to make money most of the time is by basically forcing people to pay for your game, whether that's from gear, it's different trinkets and stuff that enhance your character, or just gems that buff your character. You know, you gotta somehow crank a little bit of money out of your player, and sometimes, yeah, companies go way over the top with it, and I do agree with that. They should not do it that much, but for the most part, it is the player's fault, and as a player community, we got to fix that. We gotta actually spend a little bit here and there in the game, so they avoid putting stuff like that in our games. Alright, so as you see, you're seeing the combat here. It's very sort of bot-ish. What I mean by bot-ish is, back in the day, in Ion, I used to use a bot. Basically, this is what the bot would do. It'd sit in one spot and shoot stuff. That's basically what it does. That's basically what you do in this game. One cool thing that they did add, though, is jump. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like jump? And it's a double jump, for that matter. Basically, they took Perfect World's jump and like, hey, let's put that in Battle of the Immortals. And call it War of the Immortals. Alright, so there's a little journal that has all the little lore that you could talk about, which a lot of people say that the lore is very good in this game. I mean, if you're a lore fan, you love looking at lore, I would definitely read Battle and War of the Immortals sort of lore. I mean, that's one of the good things about this game, is it does have a very mythical style lore that will keep you sort of involved with the game's experience. And trust me, I've read a little bit of it, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's basically talking about all the different mythical gods, stuff like that. Atlantis, for that matter, and stuff like that. And some of the people are saying, oh, there's so many of the same areas. Well, yes, Atlantis is still in the game, but there's a difference. Atlantis is not really that the same. I mean, we are in... where are we at right now? We're in the main city, which is... I forget what it's called. Feel like an idiot right now. Whatever. We're in the main city at the moment, which is basically way different than the opposite main city. I've not been to Atlantis yet, but I guarantee you it's probably different for the most part, especially the way it's laid out. As for character models, I do not see too much of overlap with stuff, and as for the graphics, I think the graphics are a tad better than the last installment of the game. So, you know, for the most part, this game is relatively new, and it does do the job of providing you a brand new experience. But a very similar experience as well that a lot of people would be looking for when they play a Battle or War of the Immortals style game. I mean, because, come on, I put this on my top 10 free-to-play MMORPGs of 2011 for a reason. I like Diablo-style games, and the only reason why I haven't really played too much of this game is because I don't want to sort of spoil it for myself when the game actually releases, when I actually do my official review of this game. That would just be sort of a bad thing to do, because I've done that with Allods, and that's the reason why I've never touched Allods again. It's because I've seen the starting zone way too many times, and it's just, oh, it's just excruciating to go through that place. It's just painful. Alright, so we need to go through a tainted hedgehog. Let's go kill that. The one thing that I do like that War of the Immortals does, but I sort of don't like it as well, is the auto route system. Now, a lot of people say that the auto route system ruins games because it doesn't let players think for themselves. I somewhat agree with that. I mean, for the most part, it doesn't let players think for themselves, but it does save the players a lot of time. And as you see here, another awesome thing about any of the Immortals games is the fact that you can make any pet you want. Every mob in the game is available to make a pet. And they always start you out with beginner packs as well, which is always awesome because they give you strength rings and a little trinkets and stuff like that here and there, which really just help progress your character that much more. Alright, so I'm going to go to pet, show you guys how this works out really quick. Sorry if I'm sort of going in or closer to my mic. My mic's been really glitchy lately, just haven't been able to amplify it a little bit. Alright, so as you see here, we have our normal skills on our right hand side. Let me drag this over here. So we actually have the normal skills, vitality. I think this is, I have no idea what that is. I think it's spirit, strength, intelligence, dexterity. Each time you level past a certain level, you can plus or minus one of these. Well, not minus, but you can plus someone up. And as for a pet, you see right here, I have pets right here. Now I'm going to rename it if I can. Where's the rename button? I think I have to rename it once I summon it. So, oh yeah, I can rename it right here. Alright, so you can rename your pets. It was kind of funny. When I got a pet in Rifts, I named it Asshat. Let's see if that's available. Oh yeah! It just censors it. I love making my characters' names excruciatingly weird. I mean, one was Asshat, one was Ass Candy, one was this random shit. I just name it whatever I can to get past the censors. So I walk around and they're like, you should not have that as your name. I think that's probably the reason why they put that rule in for Rift, because I mean, I was walking around with a pet named Asshat, and a couple other different words that I'm not really gonna say for various different reasons, but you could probably guess. Just think of my colorful vocabulary that I've used throughout some of the episodes. Alright, so we are just progressing along. As you see, the level is alright. The thing is, though, once you get a certain level, it is pretty well stopped. And I was wrong. This is actually your pet's sort of, not skills, but, well, yeah, it is skill points. Alright, so I got him leveled up. Click done. I don't know why it's telling me to return. I don't want to return and care. And I don't have points either right now, so I do have to hit a certain level before I get those points, which is really cool. But as you see, my character does look pretty cool. Another cool thing about War of the Immortals, Battle of the Immortals, War of the Immortals, which is the one we're playing right now, is they all run on relatively crappy computers. You could probably run this game on a netbook at probably around 30 to 40 frames rates a second on either low or max. And that's the cool thing about this game. It never had a problem with sort of downgradability. You can always downgrade your computer and still be able to play Battle of the Immortals, which is always a great thing to have in a game, because I mean, it just expands the user base of the game, of the title, and it allows you to have a very, very good sizable community to sort of experience what you want to allow your players to experience in the game itself. I mean, that's one of the cool things about Skyrim, is the downgradability. You know, every game should have that, where you can downgrade the graphics so far that any computer can run it. It's just that most of the time, most people don't even pay attention to performance issues, so when they go in the closed beta, they get a lot of complaints, a lot of crash bugs, and stuff like that. Basically refer to Final Fantasy XIV, Warhammer Online, Age of Conan is a huge example when it released for the first time. You know, Lord of the Rings Online. Basically, every hit title that could have been good had those problems, which is why they didn't succeed, past the fact that they didn't have a lot of content on release. Which is the one thing why I'm on the Rift bandwagon, because Rift basically released and now they have like 3 or 4 tiers of content. It's ridiculous how much rating content they have in that game. And that's what Perfect World always tries to do. They may not give you new content, but what they do is give you new games constantly to allow you to have different experiences with those different games. And that's why I've always been a Perfect World fanboy, regardless of their item all, because I understand why they do this. I understand why they put pay-to-win stuff. Do they overdo it sometimes? Hell yeah. Sometimes they do way overdo it. But for the most part, I think they're pretty reasonable. If people don't spend money in their item malls, then how are they supposed to make money? You know, I mean, sponsors can't pay for everything. Alright, so now that I'm done with my little rant there, as you see, I'm just going around doing my quests, stuff like that, very effortlessly, and that's what I loved about this game. It's very effortless. You can just go in, have a great time, leave, come back in, have a great time, and leave. And you level up pretty fastly. I mean, back in Battle of the Immortals, you didn't level up this fast. Maybe a little about half as fast as this, but not, for the most part, not too fast. And that's one of the things that this game's really improved on, is the leveling. But once you hit level 50, there's an obvious slowdown. So you'll be playing like Battle of the Immortals at level 50, but that's just because the cap is around 100 something. And as you know, Perfect World does not like you reaching their cap. They've always done that with all their games. Just look, for example, Perfect World Entertainment's Perfect World International. That game, I don't think anyone's ever hit the cap. It's a basically endless game. And they do that because they don't want you to ever hit cap. And there's a reason for it. If you hit cap, then you're at the point, what should I do? They want to make the players experience their own story. They want to experience their own journey. And I think that's a smart move. Do I think it's the best move for the company? Especially with their bad reputation, for whatever matter, I have no idea. It's not the best, but for the most part, I think I sort of agree with them for making it so you cannot hit a cap level. Because I know when I'm playing a game and I hit cap level, I'm like, alright, now it's just a gear grind. This is hilariously fun. I would like to have every game have no cap of level. That way all those useless quests that I never got to do, I could do and still get rewarded for. You know, that way instead of gear grinding, I could still quest. And, you know, if they want to make expansions where there's more quests to help you level, that's awesome. But I think all raids would be balanced out if they just were like, no cap. And just allow you to sort of make your own quests up. Or if there's quests still available for you, like say if you're playing World of Warcraft, obviously you're not going to cover the entire world's questing. You could still level up, and instead of having to have all epic gear to come into a brand new raid, you know, you can just walk in there as level 86 or 87 and be fine. That would solve everything. Solve all the problems of people bitching and complaining about raids being hard and stuff like that. Because if they want, they could out-level the raids and go in there and have a good time. Or if basically the raiders want to have a challenge, they can just go in there at level 85 and be fine. That's the one thing that would correct all the issues we have with most of our games, in my opinion. So I'm just leveling up my pet's vitality, because that's a very important thing if you want to have a tank. And I get a gift. Awesome. I love getting gifts from the gods. The gods love me. They always have. Alright, so... Yay, I get an awesome freaking piece of gear. Yeah, I look like a badass now. Not really. I actually look like a complete weirdo. Someone got mad at me for using the word fag on MMOsite.com. I was like, you and my definition of fag and basically every other word I use is completely different. I do not use words to offend. I use words to laugh at stuff. For example, if I mean fag, I mean you look completely freaking ridiculous and I do not want to look like you. Not the homosexuality thing. That's completely fine with me. You can do what you want in your life. Alright, so, Chapter 1. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Chapter 1. Crisis of Atlantis. We're gonna go solve Crisis of Atlantis. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be America and be a world police. Like an idiot. Alright. Number 14. Complete quest. Brand new quest. And let's go walk to another guy for free experience. Yay! And it's a little boy too. Hey little child. Can you give me some free experience? I'll give you some candy. I don't know why she's my Michael Jackson voice. But it makes sense because I just did get free experience from this young boy named Hike. That's a stupid name. I mean, if I ever had parents that named me Hike. Before two, hike. That's stupid. Come on. Name your kid something that he's not going to get made fun of for. Like Parks. Parks a decent name. Kodo's kind of weird. But still. At least it's not freaking Hike. Come on. Hike? The hell is Hike? Alright. So let's complete this quest. And go to a next quest. I think we actually get to kill something now. Yay. We get to kill stuff. I like killing stuff. Die! I actually wonder if you guys could hear my mouse now, because I actually shout in my mic right now. Basically, it's a respawn. So hopefully, you guys don't have to hear my keyboard like you did in DCUO first impression look at the free-to-play release. Because I'm sure you guys didn't like hearing me click constantly for an action-oriented game. But, you know, if I had to tell you guys what my overall opinions were of the closed beta of War of the Immortals, I would say pick it up. Try and play it and have a good time. It's only like 2.5 gigs. It's a very small game. And for the most part, you'll have a couple hours of fun in it. You know, a couple hours of fun for me, and a free-to-play game is awesome. And if you want to be hardcore with it, I'm sure Perfect World is not going to make you spend that much money in the game. Maybe about 15 bucks a month, if that. You know, that's basically what free-to-play is. It's a free trial of a game, and then if you want to pay for it to enhance your play, that's what it is. You know, that's where Omer has a problem with his limitations bullshit. They have to make money somehow, and free-to-play is just a free trial of the game. It always has been, which is why we have these item malls. Yes, some developers like Runes of Magic make you pay 50 bucks a month to keep up with the speed, which is complete bullshit. I think the maximum we should have to spend is $15. And honestly, I think that what they should do is make a gear set that's $15 each month that will keep up with the rating experiences of games. That way, they can make their money and they can be reasonable. That's $15. I mean, that's like, I'm trying to think of the math right here. It's like 50 cents a day, if that. You know, so $15 nowadays is not much to really come by. And for the most part, I think if they just did that with their pay to win, I think that'd be fine. $15 a month is not bad. But anyways, those are the main concerns of the War of the Immortals closed beta. Basically, the pay to win and the fact that it's almost similar to Battle of the Immortals. But in my opinion, I think the first impressions is alright. I played this game for about an hour now, and overall, it feels like a brand new game. It feels like almost as if they did a sequel to a game that I once knew and loved in Battle of the Immortals. If you want to check out Perfect World Entertainment's War of the Immortals, be sure to sign up for the closed beta. You'll automatically get in most of the time, and you could play the closed beta. Be warning though, there will be a wipe, so don't expect to have your character past level 50, well, up to level 50 into the final release of the game. It won't happen. They'll wipe your character. That's just how it is. Anyways, I'm your host, Zach Sharps. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to always subscribe and hit the thumbs up button because it really helps us out. Also, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Lugo Entertainment. And go over to fragnation.com for gaming tournaments and more. I'm your host, Zach Sharps. As always, comment question of the day. If you want to be like Ray William Johnson, which I don't know why I am, but why not today? Be Ray William Johnson. Let's do this. Comment question of the day is, do you like Battle of the Immortals and are happy that there is a sequel to it? Catch you guys next time.